Hi. So, I keep getting DMs begging me not to prey on men. I cannot. You can't prey on men. You, like, going online and so, okay. Listen, my whole life, ever since I've been able to go anywhere alone, somebody pulls me aside. Hey, how much for a night? Guys beg me for nudes. Guys DM me dick pics all the fucking time. I'm assaulted like just daily. Like navigating life is a fucking obstacle course of sexual harassment. A guy grabbed my nipples in a fucking elevator one time in a nice hotel. And then guys get offended when I don't want to be alone in an elevator with them. If you are a man and you don't understand what the fuck you have to compensate for with your gender, fuck you. I am not preying on anybody. Guys harass me all the fucking time, and then I go, okay, you know what? You want to perv on me? You gotta fucking pay me for it. I'm evil. I'm the bad guy. I'm in the wrong. Oh no, it's like every single guy that I fucking talk to, it's like I can't even complain about my baby daddy. My baby daddy is an evil piece of shit. It's like he's always gonna do the very bare minimum for our daughter just to make him look like a good person. But I mean, he doesn't prioritize her and stuff like that. Like he's only evil to me. Like he grabbed me by my throat and fucking dragged me into her room screaming in my face one time. And I was like never allowed to say no to sex. And I know that I know that he knew it was wrong because one time I initiated and he turned me down. And then he saw the look on my face and he could not get out of the house fucking fast enough. He was like, oh yeah, well, he got all nervous about it. Like, cause we stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning with him screaming at me why I'm not allowed to say no. Why that makes me evil. Like, they put shit in your head. You know, men will make you, like, they want you to, like, all that negging shit, all that, like, guys will put you down and make you feel bad about yourself because then they want to make you feel like you owe it to them. They want to make you, like, they will lie and say anything to get into your pants for free. They will lie and say anything to get your nudes for free. And if you do this, do not. If you sell your shit online, never release anything for free. No free titties, no free actions. No, do not flash a motherfucker for one token. Don't do that. There are good men in this world. There are. I've met a couple. Very few. But every single one of them understands that you're worth something. A good man will fucking, like, if a real man knows that you need money and he cares about you, he's gonna fucking get you money. You know? That is, if you're coughing up sex for fucking nothing, and you're just like letting guys use you, I mean, that's really all it is. Guys will be like, oh, but I'm so nice. Oh, but I will give you this. You're just a cheap whore. And it's so sad that they're trying to get free sex from you. If a guy is like giving you a lecture on why it's wrong, it's because he thinks he's entitled to you for free. Sex is the only power in this entire world that is worth more than money. And guys are gonna try to get it for dirt fucking cheap because they don't want you to realize what your value is. Whenever I first started, I fucked up by thinking I had to sell it for really, really low. I fucked up my whole cam business by going really dirt cheap on prices, and then like guys just think they're entitled to that. Like guys think they don't have to fucking pay you. Like they will go on a campsite where it's your job and they'll be like, work for me for free. It's ridiculous. It's like, would you go into a fucking Starbucks and be like, I can't afford coffee, but give me a coffee? Do not ever underestimate your value. Do not ever be in a situation where you are pressured to do something you don't want to do. A good man won't do that. You know what? You know what the good men on cam are like? The good men on cam are like, they will keep giving you money even if you don't want to do the shit that they ask you to do. A good man will keep tipping you even though you rejected some actions. And you can do that. You can say no to anything. It doesn't matter what the fuck they're paying you. A good man, a good customer will understand if he's pushing you too far. Like, don't ever let somebody bribe you with money. Don't ever let a motherfucker get away with that. No. Like, your attention, your DMs. I sell my DMs to men. If they want to go into my DMs and perv on me, I don't fucking want to talk to you about your cock all day. I have like 80 million dudes fucking blowing up all my socials trying to get me to talk to them all day long. Why would I talk to you instead? What makes you so fucking special? Oh, I got the biggest dick in the world. That doesn't matter. I don't fucking care how big your dick is. You know what? If somebody really has a big dick, my best customers, the best customers I have ever fucking had, hot young guys. All hot dudes. Every single guy that, seriously, weed out the ugly motherfuckers. The ugly motherfuckers who are fucking bitter about never getting an attractive girl. They are the most reluctant and the most, like, bitter pieces of shit. Hot guys pay better. Seriously. It surprised me too. Like, every time I get a customer that's like pays really good, every time I get a customer that's like, that really takes care of me or something, it's always a hot guy. And I make a lot more money. I don't make shit on OnlyFans. My OnlyFans, like, once in a blue moon, I'll get like 20 subscribers, and like, it hasn't happened in a really long time. I don't really know. There's no rhyme or reason to OnlyFans. I don't get what makes it work. I have not figured that out yet. I don't think that I've made more than like $10 on OnlyFans in the past like 3 months. And I've tried everything. I don't know what's going on with OnlyFans, but live streaming, I have made a lot more money on, like, I would stick with live streaming first. Fuck OnlyFans. I mean, it's still there, and everybody watching this are totally welcome to go. Like, if I have any hopefuls, any hot dudes that actually pay, you can go up there. But yeah, ugly motherfuckers are fucking bitter. Like, I've never met a really nice, like, ugly motherfuckers are always the ones that are like, don't prey on us. Like, bitch, like, I'm preyed on. I'm the target. I am the one that gets, like, fucking, the way their logic works, I hate, man. I hate the world. I hate being a part of the world. I hate the way everybody thinks. Like, you sitting there thinking that women are evil for selling it, that is the problem. That's, like, you're not, no. Men are the ones that put us in that situation. Men create demand and supply. But, it doesn't matter how many Me Too movements we have. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Everybody fucking hates women. They really do. I know. Like, fucking hell, Clitler. I don't fucking care if anybody gets, like, all uppity about, like, feminazi shit. It's so justified. It's so justified that it's fucking crazy. And seriously, any woman who just wants to sit there and be like, women are all evil, it's poor, pitiful men, you have fucking Stockholm Syndrome, bitch. That is straight up 100% Stockholm Syndrome. The pick me's and me too, Stockholm syndrome. Like, there is nothing else that fucking explains it. Men are just fucking garbage, dude. I can't. I mean, and the funny thing is that I fucking love men. Like, there are, and men who pay, they like these rants and stuff too. But I mean, they are far and few between. Like, men are going to try everything to diminish your self-worth. Like, okay, so 5 minutes ago, I was hot enough for you to think that I was a catfish. And now I'm too ugly to have an OnlyFans after I told you you had to pay. After I told you I charge. One time, this guy grabbed my ass in the bar whenever I was working at that club. And I mean, it was like a full-on, like, it was a grope. He, like, it was very obvious. Like, it's shoulder-to-shoulder crowds that I have to walk through and get shots to and stuff. I mean, it was like a full-on, like, he did that. And he did it long enough for me to reach around and grab his wrist. And then he turned around, and the way he looked at me, that smug motherfucker, like he was looking at me like I was trying to hit on him. But then he saw the look on my face. I didn't say a word. I didn't say anything to him. He just saw the look on my face, and immediately the first thing he says, "Nobody wants to grab your ass." And then I went, seriously, like, whenever somebody's like fucking with you and you're in a service industry job, like, don't say anything to a Karen. The best way to handle somebody about to throw a fit at you in a job like that is to give them a look. It's say everything with your face, and then like that's the best trick that I found on how to deal with belligerent customers. It's literally, or look or something like that. Like, just challenge them with your expression. That is the best way I have ever found to deal with a shitty customer. It works every time. And I have to remind myself it does because I got a mouth. Y'all know that. Like, I don't know how I lasted that long in customer service industry. Yeah, I just wanted to give I kind of want to do a monthly PSA on why everybody is fucking stupid about the men shit. And I'm not saying that there's a patriarchy or anything. I'm not saying, like, it's not like a big social issue. It's not like, it's hormones. It's not like a societal brainwashing thing. It's that men have hormones, like testosterone and shit, that fucks them up, that makes them different than us. It makes them, not all of them, but there are very primal ass, caveman ass motherfuckers that just cannot get a hold of their fucking id. And they, like, the people who call women crazy, the people, like, how many, like, live streamers and stuff do you see, and they try to find, like, funny haired girls, like, oh, you have neon haired girls, I'm gonna follow you around in my live stream, and I'm gonna tell everybody you have all these mental illnesses. Okay, those guys shoot up schools and shit. Those incel motherfuckers that have, like, the Elliot Rogers, isn't that his name? That fucking, oh, whatever. Incel Manifesto motherfuckers, like, they call me crazy. They call people crazy for their hair, and then they go and shoot up schools and rape people and all kinds of shit. And we're crazy. We're bad. We're evil. But when we have evidence of that fucking everywhere, it's like nobody calls it out the way that they call out, like, I mean, every once in a while you'll see somebody acknowledge it. But most of the fucking time, it's calling it, like borderline. I really do think that borderline diagnosis, that's modern day female hysteria. Female hysteria was the assumption that your womb, I mean, everybody should know what that is by now, but it's the assumption that fuck, who did it? It was like one of those old Aristotle-ass guys. Might have been Socrates? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up later. I'll correct myself whenever. But it was the assumption that women's wombs drive them fucking crazy. And I mean, gaslighting is 100%. Like, there will be incel-ass motherfuckers in here saying that I'm just crazy. I'm just bad. It was all my fault. I picked the wrong guys. Like, every wrong guy who has ever ruined my life has given me the fucking bullshit ass speech about how I'm just picking the wrong guys. I'm just like, okay, well then they're just all the wrong guys. They all give me that fucking song and dance, and it's always bullshit. I am too old to fall for that shit anymore. I know that this is not my most eloquent video, and whenever I have more time to sit and write it out, I mean, I will do my own fucking feminazi ass manifesto on why all men belong in underground caves, but and I know that hyperbole and facetiousness aren't allowed on the internet anymore, and if you're too fucking stupid to understand that I'm talking about a very specific kind of guy, if your caveman ass fucking brain cannot like wrap yourself around that, fuck you. Like, it's not my fault, you're fucking stupid, get smarter. But I mean, men in general, yeah, they're like, the majority of men are trash. Like, I think it's easier for guys to be trash, and it's not because of the patriarchy, it's not because of societal differences or whatever. It's not even like the difference between men and women. The thing is, whenever people are very broken and people are very hurt, and then they want to project every single woman who's ever hurt them onto you. And like 90% of the time, that is the case. That is very, very, very common. Much in the same way, hey, I am. But I mean, the thing that distinguishes me and men is any man, I'm a 5'1", like 130-pound girl. Any man, like whenever my 5'6", he wasn't even 5'6", fuck, my little British husband, he was like 5'4", and he was like 117 pounds. And he could like whenever I was a lot bigger, he could overpower me. Really, the difference in our strength, like I used to think that it was just a little bit, but it's very significant. And the thing is, like, men can use that to intimidate you, and they know it just because people use whatever they have in their arsenal to pull one over you. And I don't really know if I had any other point to this video. I mean, I really want to drive the point fucking home that it is not wrong, and it is not bad, and you're not a stupid slut, and you're not trashy, and you're not any of the things, you're not any of the horrible things that people say about you. Like, men use what they have, they use their strength or whatever, because people use what they have in their arsenal to get by, to intimidate, to get what they want. I want money. I need to support my child. I am struggling really bad trying to get by and support my child. So I use what I know men want. I use what I know I can sell to get by. Just like men use their strength and their power to intimidate people to get what they want. It doesn't make anybody bad. And I hate, I don't know. Every time I see somebody talk about a woman selling OnlyFans, like, just, we live in a tough economy. Like, why would we blame somebody? Like, we put them in that situation in the first place. So why do we make them villains? Like, that's just such a backwards ass way to think. In the 90s, I feel like we were so much more open to sex, and we were so much less judgmental about sex than we are now. I think people are having the exact same amount of sex. I think people want it just as bad. And I think that we're even creating, like, new taboos, new fetishes, new whatever. We really are. Like, race play. I think that race play is so common, and I think that I get it requested so much because we make it so fucking taboo. Like, if it weren't taboo to say the N-word, I don't think that guys would be blowing me up every fucking day begging me to call them that. I really think that it creates stuff. I think that making pedophilia and shit, like, so while it should be demonized, while it's disgusting, while it is wrong as fuck, it's such a tricky situation because I think that creates more demand, just because I think people are attracted to things that are very, very wrong and very horrible and very disgusting. I don't even think it's the majority. I think it's rare, but and like I don't even know what to do about that. Like, you can't just go, it's okay. I don't think that we shouldn't be allowing. I've heard the argument that we should let pedophiles like have drawings, and like I don't like the argument that they're just sad, misunderstood people. I don't think it's like that. I don't even think anybody. I think they're violent, dangerous criminals. No, and we should not. I don't think that we should make it okay to I don't think that we should say that it's not their fault, that they're just whatever. I think that they're either really, really violent, horrible, like crazy ass psychopaths, or they're really confused people with Stockholm syndrome. Like people that were molested themselves and they just try to normalize it in their head or something. Yeah, I think that kind of creates, I think that it just, the fact that so many sex offenders will also like beat the shit out of and rape adult women too, you know, it's not, I don't think that it's not, it just doesn't make sense that it would be like, oh, it's not like homosexuality, it's not like bisexuality, it's not, I don't think it's like that. I think that they're violent, crazy people who want to feel power over somebody else and who want to hurt somebody else. You know, I think that's all it is. I don't think that we should say that it's okay. I don't think like that hippy dippy ass bullshit. No. I mean, there are forums and shit on Reddit about that I was reading recently, about people going like, oh, there are people who can't help it. It's just like, no, it's not like that. I don't think it's like that. I don't think that violent. I just don't think that. That's wrong. That's very wrong. And, it's a hard one to, how would you even be able to fucking cure somebody who's violent and shit like that? Because, I mean, if you're gonna fuck up somebody's life and you're gonna fucking do that to another human being, you're not gonna have any moral obligation. Like, Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer and stuff, like, if they cry about their childhoods, I don't think that childhood trauma left them to be like that. I don't think that it's like that, because then why are there so many people who were traumatized and didn't go on to do things like that, you know? I think that there has to be something inside of them that's inherently that fucked up. Like, that, I think that it's the sociopath boredom thing, and I think that it's attraction to taboo. I think that it's that cut and dry. I don't know how I got off onto this kind of tangent. Anyway, yeah, this channel is supported by me, and if you're a pervert that I attracted here, you gotta pay me for it. Okay, bye.